Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm Cyrus. This is Super Mega Graphics 64. And today's a fun day. It's Sunday, right? We're going to be doing two streams today. First, we're going to take a look at this Wiiu stuff to give you guys kind of an update of where I'm at, what's been going on, talk about the general state of Wii affairs. I don't know. Later tonight, 7 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing a ColecoVision stream. My buddy PJ has been talking with me for a little while now about possibly doing a ColecoVision stream. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We tested out the StreamYard thing. It seems to work pretty good. So tonight at 7, that's happening. I also have some special guests who will come on and hang out with us. I don't know for how long. People can come, they can go. Ooh, you know what I'm saying. Hang out as you will, and you don't have to play ColecoVision with us, but come to the chat. We'll have a good time. We'll have some fun. And like I said, there might be people that pop in and hang out. Some people, unexpected things might happen. Who knows, right? I don't know. It's the first time I've ever done this type of thing on the channel, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, before we get into things too much, let's talk to everybody in the chat real quick. Silverwings, numero uno, Hancho. Silverwings gets 10 points for being number 1. He let us know that, I forgot to pin his comment. Hang on. He let us know that English is now the official language of the United States, which I always thought it was. I don't know when this happened. I guess they needed to have a official declaration of that for some reason. But it is what it is, right? Lots of people in this country from different areas, from different walks of life, and we're all supposed to, assimilate and figure out ways to get along and this sort of thing. Hopefully we can continue to do that. I know that there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world, and I don't really get into a whole lot of it because we don't do politics on this channel, and we don't get into a bunch of nonsense. But it's interesting. It's an interesting comment. So I thought I would just say, okay, cool. And we'll try to skip past a lot of the chit chat about it because there's really not much to say because we're here for the video game stuff, right? Last line, just now got the notification. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why it does what it does with the notifications. It is what it is. Luke says, I'm so glad someone... Oh, okay, that's more talking about that same thing. Wiley says, hey, Cy in chat. And yeah, here we are. So, Luke, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to clarify a couple things also about some of the stuff that I was saying before regarding my issues I had with the Xenoblade Chronicles X. Luke has been awesome helping me with all the Wii U stuff and just giving me pointers and advice and sending me links and helping me get things figured out as far as what I'm doing. And I greatly appreciate that. You guys know that. I don't have to say it over and over, but this disc for whatever reason doesn't work. It's not good. And we did figure out a good solution using this hack. So I don't have to worry about this disc not working, but I just want to thank Luke again for giving me some good direction on what's going on with things, and how to resolve some of these situations. So also I have to thank Luke for inspiring me to buy this sucker because I never had this. I never played this game. This was not something that was even on my radar. Look how big the instruction booklet is. Have you ever seen this game before? It comes with some of this stuff. But it also comes with this giant freaking book. Look how that's actually a pretty thick instruction manual for a more modern game. Metroid Other M. Luke has been playing this, and I was watching him play this on his channel. If you guys want to see that, go check out Luke's channel. He's been having a really good time playing through this game. I've never played it, but I'll tell you what, watching him play it definitely inspired me to want to play it. So I found it on eBay, actually very affordable. I think it was $18 shipped, like total, for everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So thank you, Luke, once again for that too. That's very nice, very nice. I put all my games in here, so the game's actually not in that anymore. It's sitting in this book. Put all the Wii stuff on this side. There it is, sitting right there. Metroid Other M. So anyway, I'll have to try. I haven't even tried it yet, so I'll have to do that at some point very soon. But we're going to take a look at some of this other stuff real quick on the actual console. EJ Hilt, what's up, Cyrus? Who you been, brother? Who have I been? Well, for a while there, I was known as Darth Sidious. And then I was known as the Thumb. Some call me Swiss Cheese Brain. Others call me Tim. No, anyway. I'm good, EJ. Luke says, just beat that one, hands down my favorite Metroid game of all time. I'm so looking forward to playing it. So thank you for that. Wiley, I remember when you bought that on eBay during Luke's stream. Yeah, exactly. Silverwing's manuals. You don't need... Oh, I thought you were going to say, we don't need no sticking manuals. You don't see those in games today. No, we don't. Not really. Sweet and Tender, what's up, dude? What's up? What's up, Cy? What's up, Cy guy? I thought you were going to say my guy, like the thing they do. I'm good. All right, so let me bring up my my thing here. Okay. So some stuff I've done has been very successful. Some stuff has not. And I'll kind of show you a little bit about what's going on here. So I've added quite a few retail games to my Wii U that I never had a chance to buy. Downloadable games mainly is what I focused on for that, mainly. Although there was some stuff that I had to get that I never got, like these right here. You can see these. Yeah, I had to do that. There's Xenoblade Chronicles X, the digital version, so I don't have to worry about the disc not working anymore. In order to do all that, in order to get all this extra software that I didn't have before. Oh, by the way, you might not notice this because I really haven't drawn attention to it, but I was having a problem with trying to log into my Nintendo Network account, and every time I would start software, it would bring up a message saying it couldn't log in. I need to change my password. It was a whole thing. So what we figured out was the solution was to create a separate, like a whole new profile, new me, whatever they call it. Me, I don't know, whatever. And so now I have that set as my primary login because it's not attached to a Nintendo Network ID. I don't get all those weird messages. I don't know why that's happening or what's up with that. Luke didn't have that problem. I know other people, there are some other people that did have the problem. A lot of people didn't. I don't know. I don't know what the thing is, but that problem's solved. So there's that. Now, if I go into the homebrew folder here that I made, there's a bunch of apps that are part of this hack, this Aroma hack that I did. And if you're curious about how I installed all that extra software and stuff, it's using this program right here, which is basically like access to the retail eShop, but you can download stuff. So you can see it's right here, right? So if I go to download content, yeah, you can go through the list and just download stuff. Now it's got, for me, I can't tell you what it's like for everybody, but I can tell you for me, I did have some issues with this, with it timing out and locking up sometimes. And I thought that when that happened, I was having to start over on my downloads. But as it turns out, I wasn't. It was actually keeping up to like wherever I had last downloaded. So when I started the download again, it continued on. So that's how I was able to finally get Xenoblade Chronicles X installed, because it screwed up on me several times because that's a big game. But I was able to get through it. And that really only happened to me a couple of other times with bigger games. But a lot of the smaller stuff, it just installs perfectly. At least for me. That was the experience I had. You can actually select, if you go into the options here, different regions. You can do all the different regions individually or all together. Like here's all, right? I go to download and now it's got all the different regions in there. You can do the updates, the DLC, demos, whatever was on the eShop they've got on here. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's the software that you would want for installing all that stuff. We'll back out of that. Now, right here, if I was going back in here before this is where you would see that weird message where it was telling me that I can't log in and it needs to reset the password, and now I don't have to do none of that. So it works fine. In the process of installing Aroma and doing all the stuff, there's several apps that you get that help you with different things. Coupair, I think that's for playing online together. I'm really not sure. I haven't used it yet. But some of these other things help you install different stuff. And there's another app store for installing apps that you might need. Very useful. USB Loader GX, that'll help you install downloaded games that you have for different things like Wii and GameCube and whatnot. There's a lot of good stuff here that do different things. So Aroma is much better than the old hack that I had installed a long time ago. I used to have an old hack. Tiramisu, I think is what they call it. Now the problem that I have is that, where's it at? Right here. I'm trying to figure out where I put it. Nope. Not sure where I put it. I tried to install RetroArch. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I tried to install RetroArch, and I have not been able to get it to work on Aroma. I've seen other people get it working. Some people have suggested that you have to build your own RetroArch RPX file out of the latest Wiiu download that they have on the RetroArch website. I'm not interested in going through that process, so I have not done that. Other people have other links and stuff. I tried to do it with some help on a YouTube channel where they give you links, and for whatever reason, those links are bad. They don't work anymore, and I just didn't mess with it any more than that. But I think it relatively easily could be installed, and then I would have RetroArch on here, which would give you a tremendous amount of options for things you can play on the Wii U. Absolutely. But yeah, it's not working for me right now, so it's whatever. But what I want to show you, obviously I got all these retro games that are installed as individual, programs themselves. They run independently. They don't run through a separate emulator. They have their own emulator sort of built in. These are the retail ones that were on the eShop before. And I've got them for, NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, quite a few on there. On the Wii, also, these are the standalone Wii games that were on the retail shop. And several of these I actually bought, but I did download a couple of these that I didn't have before. I still got to get the first Mario Galaxy. I don't have that, so that's one I got to add to that list. But I've got a pretty good collection. There's Metroid Prime Trilogy, which it's pretty cool because you play it this way, but then you do actually play with the Wii controllers and stuff like that. So you don't have to go into the separate Wii menu for that. TurboGrafx 16, I got a ton of stuff in there. Good stuff, good stuff. Very happy. I'm very happy. Yes, it's very nice. Now, if I go into the Wii menu, you do have to break out your, Wiimote. You got to get your Wiimote out for the Wii stuff. And let's see if we can get it to kick in. There it goes. Da-da-da. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to mess with that. We're just going to be using it on the TV here. But it's pretty cool. I don't know if you knew that the Wii U gamepad has its own sensors on it. So you can actually play the Wii pointing it at your gamepad because it has sensors on it. It's crazy. You know what? I've never tried it. Let's try it. Let's try it. I got my Wii U gamepad sitting on this little charger. You can't see it. It's sitting over here. Anyway, I'm going to point it at my actual Wii U gamepad and see how this works. Yeah, that works. Look at that. I've never done that before. Then I can just switch back to the TV. I think. Can I do that now that I've been using the gamepad? No, I have to use the gamepad. How does this work? Uh-oh. How does that work? It's like one or the other? Ah, interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. There it is. What? I don't know. Works really good at the gamepad, I'll tell you that. All right, let me back out of this. Hang on. Let's go back to the Wii U menu. And we'll start it the other way. We'll start it without using the gamepad support. That's interesting. Yeah, it works really good pointing it at the gamepad. Wow. 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 I'm sorry if any of this is incredibly boring. I am an incredibly boring YouTuber. I know that. All right. Come on, you can load. Do it. There we go. All right, so now it's working back over here again. So we'll point it at... Oh, by the way, I'll show you this. I bought this a long time ago. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Phone's ringing, sorry. All right, I'll show you this. Look, I bought this for my Wii a long time ago. Put the... It doesn't work that well. It looks super awesome. It just doesn't work that well. I wish it worked better than it does. It does a trigger and everything, but it's not what you would want. I was hoping it would be really good for like House of the Dead and stuff, but it aims so far down that it's so weird. It's really not useful. You can't like sight it up and stuff like that. It is what it is. It's kind of cool, but just not very useful. All right, back to the thing. Back to the thing. All right. And we'll do TV only. Come on. There we go. Wow, what's happening? Uh-oh. Hang on. Might be my battery. I don't know. All right, okay, what is happening? There we go. I don't know. I guess I'm too close or something. Probably got to calibrate it. Last line says they should have invented the controller. Wait, they should have inverted the controller on that so that the sensor would be more accurate. Yeah. All right. So now it's working fine on the TV. All right. So here's some Wii games that I bought back in the day. These are all games that I bought. And I actually did upgrade these games right here to Wii U games. They had a thing where you could upgrade them for like $2 or something like that. But not all of them made the upgrade because they didn't offer the upgrade, like the Contra Rebirth or Castlevania Rebirth. Neither one of those did. I always wanted to get the Gradius. I think it was a Gradius Rebirth that they had, but I didn't get it before they took down that shop. So hopefully that's something that I can actually pick up now that I have the Homebrew channel installed and I have Nintendo and all this kind of stuff, so I can install extra software. Nintendo is for GameCube stuff, but there's other ways now that I'll be able to add functionality, software and stuff like that. So I can load the GameCube stuff from here, or I can actually load it from the Wii U menu itself. But what's really cool is whether I load it from here or the Wii U menu doesn't really matter. Either one gives me support for the Pro Controller, the Wii U Pro Controller, which is pretty interesting. You wouldn't think that the Wii menu would give you support for the Pro Controller, but it actually does. So we'll go into Nintendo. I'll show you the stuff that I have set up for that. All right, I got my Pro Controller. It's checking the storage devices, as you can see. And if I use my Pro Controller, it's using it right now. So I'll go to SD, and here we go with all the games that I have set up that are GameCube games. And there's some of these I've never even played. Like, I discovered last night, and I think I knew this a long time ago, but I had forgotten about it. There was a remake of Metal Gear Solid, the very first Metal Gear Solid that was released on, I know, obviously GameCube, but I don't know, maybe on other things too. But anyway, I can now play it. And it's I watched the intro of it and I was like, wow, it's a little different. They changed it slightly from the original PlayStation one, but it's pretty cool that they have that. So this is a good way to experience some of these GameCube games. Some of the GameCube games that I would try to play on, let's just say, Dolphin on different emulators, they would run really, really good, but there might be some hiccups, some little things like that. And with this, there doesn't seem to be any of those kind of hiccups. They seem to just run perfectly. So this is probably going to be my de facto way to play GameCube stuff. Salute my Dons. Hey, what's up, Don? How you doing? Progressive scan mode? Yes, we want that. Okay. Let's see if our screen is set up. Yes. So this is one of those games that does have a widescreen mode and progressive scan. So actually it looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. Phenomena. It's pretty awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to play a little bit of this if you guys don't mind. We'll just play a little bit of F-Zero because I love this game and I just want to play it. And you guys can see what it's like. Luke says you can use USB Loader GX and link Nintendo there, and you can access your GameCube and Wii games. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. Let me show you that real quick. I'll back out of this. Hang on. It's weird. Like, I can back out by hitting the home key on my Pro Controller. But then if I try to press A on the Pro Controller, it doesn't work. I have to actually break out my Wii mode again and press A on that. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so let me back out of this and go back to the Wii U menu real quick. So Nintendo is set up here, and it's also set up on my Wii U menu. USB Loader GX is another awesome way to set things up. So yeah, there's several options for how you can set things up to do what you need them to do. When I set up all these games in Nintendo, all I did was I took the SD card out of my Wii U and put it in my computer and took my GameCube games, put them in separate folders named whatever each game was named, and just renamed the ISO to game.iso. And that's it. That's all I did. Take the SD card out, put it back in, and it just finds them. So we'll go to Nintendo here. This is off the Wii U menu instead of the Wii menu. And of course, I can still use my Pro Controller doing this. Luke says, in case you didn't know, you can also download the F-Zero arcade game and the 2 Mario Kart arcade games and play them through Nintendo. That's really cool. I did not know that. So that's pretty awesome. I think that the F-Zero for the GameCube has like a cheat mode where you can actually unlock those arcade tracks on the GameCube version as well. I think so. Let's see, because you can enable cheats here. Let's see. B, cheats, on. Let's see what we get. Let's load it up. Let's find out together. Let's see what happens. You see what happens, Lebowski? You see what happens? So I enabled cheats, but I don't know how to set anything. So I don't know what that actually has done. I don't know. Let's see. Is there something in options for it? No, probably not. Practice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it did anything. Maybe I didn't actually enable them. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. All right, let's find out again. Let's back up. Let's take another look at it. See what happens. Now it's funny, you back out here, right? And it takes you back to the Wii menu. Even though we did get here from the Wiiu menu. That's interesting. It's a little slightly quirky. Slightly quirky. Milky Hazard DVD says, I was 16 when the Wii U came out, got it day one, and for me it was one of the best consoles of all time. It still is. And with all this extra functionality, it even more so is. Like, it's pretty amazing what all you can do with the Wii U. All right, SD and F-Zero, let's see. Cheats are on. So I don't know what you do. Like, you enable cheats, but what does that mean? I don't know. I know on Dolphin, when you enable cheats, it gives you the little check boxes for the different types, like what you're actually activating. Here it doesn't, at least as far as I could tell, it's not doing that. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm learning. Wiley says, I think I was 10 when the Wii U came out. Oh, wow. I was a little bit older than that. All right. Back to F-Zero. I don't know. I'll read about this. I'm sure there's something that I'm just not aware of that enables these cheats. I just don't know what it is. One thing I like about F-Zero is it does let you customize the buttons. So if you're not happy with the buttons the way they're set up, you can change them. Because like normally, like this one, I'll bring it up so you can see what I'm doing. Normally, like this button is the gas. And if I want to use the boost, I got to like, how do I do it normally? I got to like hit the Y button over here, I think. And that's kind of hard to do and not hit the B button or keep it straight. So anyway, I just changed it to these two buttons instead, X and A, and then it works better. The last line, the Wii U is perfect for Nintendo emergency Wii. Yes. Wii U. Blue Falcon. Ruby Cup. Novice class. Use the boost to chase. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Use the boost to chase. Oh yeah. This game still looks phenomenal. It really does. And you'll notice it doesn't have any, it just runs like it's supposed to. You don't have any issues. Like sometimes with the emulators, you don't have any, like especially right here at the start. Some of the emulators, this is super slow at the beginning and then it speeds up as you go. That's kind of weird. And it's like that on even like my really good gaming PC. Ow, god dang. Smacking myself into... Oh, I need to tell you, the Wii U Pro Controller, it's a great way to play GameCube games. This feels so good. For sure, for sure. Oh, I missed that one. Oh my. Oh, I missed that one. How dare you get ahead of me? Do you know who I am? I'm Captain Falcon. Alright, now here's where we just start laying it on thick. Ow, ow, quit doing that. There we go. Boom shakalaka. Pretty easy. It's the easiest possible track on the easiest possible setting. I would hope it would be pretty easy. Yeah. Let's watch that real quick on replay. I'll check it a chat. Oh, StarFox64. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sasquatch saying Wiiu. A Milky Hazard. GameCube looks so great still to this day. Also, a lot of Wii games which it does not get credit for. You're absolutely right. And that again goes back to me watching Luke play this sucker. This thing looks beautiful. Beautiful game. I don't know why. People said this game's not good. They don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I haven't played it yet. Keep that in mind. But just from... I know Luke pretty well. We tend to like a lot of the same stuff for a lot of the same reasons. Not everything. We're not clones of one another. I am not like Luke's clone. But we tend to have a lot of... At least maybe we don't agree 100%, but we're at least on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So I know if he likes this game, and I watched him play it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. So, hell yeah. Milky says, I like the Wii U Pro controller more than the Switch. Way more than the Switch. Yes. I 100% agree with that. GameCube and Wii games have aged well. Yes, they have. I mean, that looks so good. I would, dude, if they re-release this on the Switch, they don't even have to do anything to it. They don't even have to do anything. But if they, like, up-res this to 1080p, yeah, I would buy it all over again. Absolutely. To be able to play this online with people, hell to the yeah. So, yeah, you can see GameCube stuff. It's pretty good. What we'll do real quick is look at something else that I have. I don't have any Wii games that I've done this way, other than the Wii games I already owned and that sort of thing. I don't have any new Wii games like that. But, you know, there's so much awesome stuff on here. So many awesome games. Retro, you know, all retro consoles and stuff. I got to install some of the Wii virtual console stuff because there's so much on the Wii virtual console. Like, even like Neo Geo and Sega Genesis, all Master System. There's tons of stuff. So I'm going to have to do that at some point. But on the Wii U, I've got a pretty good selection. This is not intended to like replace my my retro consoles as a daily driver, as they say, for a way to play retro games. But if I'm sitting here streaming on my Wii U and I just want to throw on, you know, Metroid Fusion, I can just throw on Metroid Fusion and play it in a very, very good way, in a official Nintendo kind of way, and have a great time doing it. Plus the DS games. This is probably the best way to play DS games because you can use your Wii U gamepad and also use this TV and keep them both on the screen at the same time. We'll look at that in just a second. But yeah, man, what's not to love about this? I was reluctant to hack my Wii U again after the last time that I did it several years ago, because the last time I did it, it was kind of convoluted and I wasn't super happy with all the results. For one, they didn't have all the support that they have for the Pro Controller that they do now. So that's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I'm much happier with how things are looking and working. I'm very happy with this. So, and it's not hard to do. You can go on YouTube and there's some people that will walk you through the process step by step. And that's exactly what I did. You know, Luke sent me some great links and I just followed the steps and it went fine. It went fine. There was a couple of problems that I had, little hiccups and weird glitchy things that I had to fix, but now that I got that stuff fixed, and I don't think that was related to the process, I think that was sort of my own situation, so to speak, but it seems to be working great now. Drunky Cheese, what's up Evil? How you doing, man? Welcome. Giacomo says, I just saw a really good video about Hall effect magnetic controllers to replace the first party contact analog stick controllers. I'm very happy to hear that. That's really good. I bet those new Switch Joy-Cons are going to be legit. They're a little bit bigger, and it sounds like they're going to be a lot better. So that's good. Re-res new and retro gaming controllers with Hall effect. Drunky Cheese, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Yo, Drunky Cheese. You know, I've known Evil for, how long have we known each other, Evil? 5 years, maybe? 4 years? A long-ass time. We've known each other for a long time. It's always good. You know, I love hanging out with Evil. We have good times playing games and talking about games and stuff. And it's always good to see you here, man. I appreciate you. I will say this, Evil, we have to drink less. We have to figure out how to do that. Like, I actually I'm not a big drinker, believe it or not. I know there are people that don't believe that, which is funny. Which is why when I drink anything, I get super drunk. So when I say I have to drink less, I have to drink pretty much not at all, because I really can't handle alcohol. But we had a stream, it's been a little while now, maybe it was a couple weeks ago, whenever it was, and I got super drunk, and the next day I was so, dude, you don't even know how sick I was. You don't even want to know. It was not a good look. It was a bad morning. I haven't had a morning like that since it's been probably 10 years since I had a morning like that. And as it was happening, as I was in the bathroom, like projectile vomiting at my toilet, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this again. I'm good. I don't need this in my life. I'm good without this. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll drink again. I'm too old, man. I'm too old to have those kind of mornings. You know, I'm not 20-something years old anymore. That was a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away. But aside from that, we got to hang out more, Evil. I'm figuring out StreamYard. I'm doing a StreamYard thing tonight, doing ColecoVision stuff. Hanging out with several of my really good friends. Evil, we've got to figure out how to do something. We've been talking about doing a show or something together. We're going to figure that out. We're going to do something fun. But it's all new to me. Tonight will be like my first... I did a test stream, but tonight will actually be my first real test because we're going to hang out and play a console and do all that kind of stuff. Me, PJ, I think Luke wants to stop by. There might be some special guests come and go. Luke is one of them. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, I'm yakking. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm rambling as I do. I'm rambling. Evil says, since we were in kindergarten, I don't know if it was that far back. But it was pretty far back. Mike says, a 12-pack of beer lasts me like 3 months. Dude, that's the thing. Like, so I don't drink hardly ever, but when I was drinking, I would buy like a 12-pack, Coors Light. And I drink 3 beers, and then the next weekend I might have 2 beers, and then like 2 weekends later I might have 3 more. And then I wouldn't drink for a long time, and then I'd have 1. And so, yeah, it would last forever. I'm not a drinker. And because like, it doesn't take much. It takes very little alcohol for me to get like, woo, I'm drunk, So it's pretty weird. It's pretty out of character for me. It's pretty bizarre that I drank as much as I did that night when we were hanging out. I can't do that again. I don't know how I drank that much. That was nuts. That was bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre? Mike says throwing up, that's the worst feeling ever. Dude, the worst feeling is before, when you haven't thrown up yet and you know you need to. That's the worst. Once you get it out, then it's like, okay, I got it out. But dude, it was bad. My head was throbbing. I was sweating. You know, it was bad times. It's bad times. Reminded me when I was 22, 23 years old, back in the day. We used to go out and make idiots of ourselves in public. More like this, but drunk. And that was what it was, actually, because I was drunk that night. Drunky Cheese, dude, not even I could handle that amount of booze you had. That it was nuts. What was I thinking? I drank a whole bottle of margaritas, and then I had a bottle of wine. I still have another bottle of wine in my fridge, which I'm not touching, and I'm not interested in at all. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was in my brain thinking I need to drink. And then later I was like, I do not need to drink. I never need to drink again. I actually was like, I don't think I'll ever drink again. And then later I'm like, well, eventually I'll probably have something. But I'll never drink like that. Holy crap. I literally must have been trying to like murder the feelings inside my heart with alcohol. I don't know. I don't have a good excuse. I just was like, screw it. I'm doing this. The margaritas were really good, man. That was the problem. I just kept drinking because it was really good. It is what it is. Lesson learned. Drunky Cheese. Yeah, I already read that. Mike says, I stopped heavy drinking after age 22 when I wrecked my new car. My best friend at the time tore a couple of ligaments in his knee. That's fucked up, dude. I'm sorry about that. But you know what? That's a good reason to stop drinking. I'll tell you that. That's terrible. I'm sorry, dude. Prime 1. Hello, Mr. Cyrus. Hello, Mr. Prime 1. I heard you're playing ColecoVision later. I have a special request for you. Oh my. Well, Prime 1. Very well. I will allow it. I shall allow your request. What does it do? Alright, I'm back out of this. I was going to show you the DS stuff. Oh, what's it doing here? It's scrolling to the right. Why is it doing that? Why is it scrolling to the right? Look at that. Some kind of glitch. Close software. Maybe I was holding something when I pressed the button or something. Yeah, it's not doing it now. Yeah, that was weird. Alright, so if we go to the DS stuff, and we'll just bring up this one, Star Fox Command. Star Fox! Star Fox Command! Now for this, I think I need to, yeah, I gotta get my Zipad out. Yeah. So you see how it's set up right like that on the screen right now? Okay, I can change that using the pad. Alright, so alright, I go into the settings, right? Go into the screen. Oh, you can see it on the screen there. Screen settings. And there's different layouts for how you can display it depending on what you want it to look like. So it's quite a few options for the layouts. So, like, if I wasn't doing a stream, I would probably set it up with that one. Because then you have the full screen and the full screen, right? But for streaming purposes, you can set something up like this. Right? And then you have both the pad screen and the regular screen all together on there. That's pretty awesome. I mean, this is like the best solution for playing Wii DS stuff on a stream or anything like that. You break out your stylus and you have like the full, here it is. I was like, where the hell's my stylus? you can do the full like experience. It's amazing. Now, I could make both of these screens bigger. Like, let's do that. Let's make them bigger. There we go. We'll do that one. See, that one you turn the gamepad like this, so you have them both there like that. Oops, it's doing the browser. What did I do? Did I hit something? Why is it doing the browser? All right, anyway, we're back to, I guess I hit something with the browser. I don't know. All right, so yeah, you hold the pad like that for this. Lots of different options, different ways to do this. Reminds me of the old Super Nintendo Star Fox, the way they're talking. Oh, I'm all over the place. Oh boy, I'm everywhere. Oh. So that's going to take some getting used to, but it's like playing a real DS basically. But I can stream it. I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go now? Oh, all the way back there? Did I miss that one, I guess? There we go. Okay. There you go. Should you choose to do that, you can play like that. Very cool. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Prime One says, I'll send you special Coleco ROM for your troubles. What is it you wanted me to do, Prime One? I'm trying to see. Did I miss that? Jumpman 2. Okay, Jumpman 2. Okay, I'll try to remember Jumpman 2. See if I have that. If I don't, I'll see if I can find that. Mike Wolf, no, it's a blessing in disguise because who knows what road I would have went down. That's a great way to think about it, dude. It's a great way to think about it. Yeah. My ex-wife used to tell me the best lesson is a bought lesson. The best lesson is a bought lesson. And what that means is if you pay for something, you remember it. You know what I mean? It's a good advice. Yeah, she's still a good friend of mine, my ex-wife. We chit-chat once in a while. It's been a while since we talked, but we're not like, you know, on bad terms or anything. Drunky Cheese Prime One is porting Castlevania to ColecoVision so Cyrus could play it. I see. That's probably what's going on. Jumpman 2. I gotta remember that. Prime One. I used to drink a lot, but I got deep into fitness. If anyone wants a good time, just give me a drink. What? Oh, I see what you're saying. Give me a drink. I'll make myself one of the next time I'll make myself one the next time anyone do another panel stream. Okay, I got you. I thought for a second you're saying, if anybody wants a good time, just take a drink of this, if you know what I'm saying. Cold drink of water. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, Prime One. All right, dude. Mike says, my uncle started a successful sushi bar in Western New York. Lou Graham's son used to work for him for like close to 15 years. He was able to start the sushi bar after he stopped drinking. That's good. That's really good. That's amazing. That's amazing. Prime One, Drunk E, I have plans of porting over Castlemania, but not to the ColecoVision. I have a special surprise for you. Oh. Oh my. Drunk E Cheese, I would be as rich as Elon if I stopped drinking. You probably do spend quite a bit on the alcohol, Drunk E Cheese. I think that's probably true. Let me just back up for a second since we're talking about that. We've kind of gone over what I really wanted to with the Wii U. We can get back to it maybe in a minute, but let's talk for a second. Yeah. Okay. So, Evil, good friend of mine. I don't want you to think that I'm being critical of you, right? That's not what I was trying to do by bringing this up as far as the drinking is concerned. It's just that, yeah, man, we're getting older, and we got to be careful about, the organs in our body and the damage we do to them and the damage we could do in other ways, both physically, psychologically, and the relationship wise, as far as what happens between us and other people, I know that a lot of stuff goes on. It's none of my business. And this is what I've tried to really focus on, is keeping to myself and not getting involved in other people's business. But I want the best for my friends, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to be successful, and I want them to live as long as possible. So that's the only reason I say anything to you, Evil, because I felt it myself. I felt it in my kidneys. My kidneys! I felt it in my head, in my stomach. And I was like, dude, imagine what it would be like being drunk on a regular basis. I would feel like absolute dog shit. And I would probably be sick all the time because my immune system would be screwed up. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not, like I said, please don't take this as me trying to push anything or criticize you in any way. I'm just saying, guys, whoever it is, my friends, I love you guys and I want you to be alive. And we all got to help each other. We all got to help each other. And, this sort of thing. And I'll leave it at that. Every time Prime One makes that face in chat, I lose sleep. Thank you, Evil. I just don't want you to take it the wrong way because, dude, half the shit that I say on the internet gets taken the wrong way. Every time I open my mouth, I'm not saying from you. I don't think we've ever had a misunderstanding, Evil. I think we're very in tune when we start talking to each other. But there's a lot of times that I try to talk to people and just say something that I think is, reasonable, or I'm trying to be helpful, or I'm just trying to let people know where I come from and what my perspective is. And I cause problems. It's happened several times. It's happened pretty much since I started getting on the internet. So I know if you take a look at all these situations that have occurred, what's the one common denominator? Me, right? So I have to take responsibility for that and I have to say, okay, I'm not communicating correctly. I'm not saying the right things sometimes. And sometimes when I do talk, it comes across the wrong way, and it's impossible to walk that back because once somebody decides where you're coming from or who you are or what your intent is or whatever, forever, you're stuck in that dynamic and I don't know how to get out of it. Maybe there is a way, but I don't know what it is. So anyway, I know I'm saying a lot without saying, I'm saying a lot without saying a lot, but I am saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to screw up any more friendships or relationships with people because of my stupid mouth. I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to just have a good time hanging out with people that I like, sharing something that I enjoy, and hopefully we all do. And that's all I want. I'm not interested in participating in anything else. So anyway, that's a lot. I know. Prime One says, I've just brought white chocolate liquor, white Russian premix, and chocolate wine. Do a panel later. Oh my God. Okay. Evil says 70% of people are dumb, Cy. Well, I'll tell you what, Evil. What I've learned is that I'm not that smart. I'm not. You know, one of the things, like when I was young, I used to think that I was reasonably intelligent, enough to be able to write some books and try to do some things, you know, try to make some stuff. And then I figured out as I got older, I'm like, I'm not that smart. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I say a lot of stupid shit. And I in the past have had, issues where I would misunderstand people, and it would cause problems. We would have arguments, or there would be situations that would come up from that. So I know, in the grand scheme, it's doing it again. Because the thing turned off, I guess. All right. That's weird. I wonder if there's a way I can just turn the thing off and back on. We'll do that. Hopefully that fixes it. Anyway, all I'm saying is, we all make mistakes, but sometimes the mistakes add up and you go, wow, I'm not as sharp as I thought I might be. So I'm aware of that. So I'll place myself firmly in that 70%. I'm one of the 70. Wiley, I don't drink alcohol as I am on the spectrum. I've been stoned from passing smoking. Yeah, I don't do any kind of drugs. I've never ever in my whole life smoked pot. It's funny because I'm friends with a lot of people that do. It's always been that way. And I've had friends really, really try to get me to do some things, but I've never done, I've smoked regular cigarettes, I've smoked cigars, and I've drank alcohol, and that's it. But I do think I probably got contact high, like you're saying. It's probably happened before, just from friends doing stuff. But that's one thing I don't know. I think that just for some of us, it's just something we don't want to do. We have our reasons. Maybe some of it isn't even like definable. Maybe there's not like a reason. It's just like in our head that we don't want to do that. And I don't say any of that to say that I think it's not a judgment on anybody else. It's just interesting that sometimes there's some of us that don't do stuff like that. I mean, I've had friends that were big time potheads. I've had friends that were on meth, believe it or not. Friends that did cocaine, whatever. And you see what it does to people. You see the damage that people do to their brains from doing some of that stuff. Not necessarily pot, but like some of this harder stuff. And it's just like, damn, dude. And you can't, it's like it's like anything, once you get to a certain point, there's no way to get out of that. It's just done its damage, right? So I never wanted to start down that road. Maybe it's because I know myself. And if I have a night where I drink a whole bottle of margaritas, what would I be like if I was doing harder drugs? Maybe there would be nights where, I shot an entire bag of cocaine up my nose or something. You know what I mean? Like killed my brain, basically. Turned myself into a maniac. I'm not going to even try that. I'm not even going to go down that road. So winners don't use drugs. That's what the video games told me. They said the winners don't use drugs. They weren't specific about that because technically like caffeine is a drug, right? But I think there's some room for interpretation there, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Prime One, I was only high from pain meds. Well, and that's one of those things that can sneak up on people, because if you get hurt or if you have to go to the hospital or something happens to you, you can easily get like, hooked on pain meds. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I've known several people that have had to deal with that. That's probably the hardest thing to get away from. Once you get like an addiction to pain meds, that's tough. That's really tough. Drunky Cheese, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Well, fair enough. I don't know how tough I think I'm somewhat dumb and mildly tough, maybe not. I don't even know. I'm not sure about that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not tough at all. Depends on who you ask. Mike Wolf. So like my uncle went to Alcoholics Anonymous, the first thing they teach you is to apologize to everybody you ever wronged. So what does he do? He goes back to the Catholic Church he stole a couple 2 liters from when he was 12 and replaced them and gave them to the priest that was there. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. Well, I guess that's making amends, I guess, right? Prime One, they have permanent damage from doing that stuff. I've seen it myself. I was addicted to workout supplements when they had banned substances in them. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah. I don't know what that does to somebody. I remember seeing a football player from the 80s, and I can't remember who the guy was, but he was this big, huge dude, like super tough, like awesome looking dude. And then like a few years later, like he had gotten sick and lost all this weight, and his skin was just sagging, and he just looked absolutely miserable and horrible. And then he was gone in just a couple of years. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what all that is and what causes all that kind of stuff, but it's terrible. It's terrible. Drunky Cheese. It's a song, Cyrus. Oh, I don't know. If you're dumb, you got to be tough. I don't know. I told you I'm not smart. What do you want? I'm owning it. I'm telling you. Yes, evil. I need your brain. Mine is not good. That's why I'm trying to get you to stop drinking so much. One of us has to have a brain. Mine is Swiss cheese, right? Eventually, the holes are all that will be left, and there will be no cheese at all, just Swiss. Anyway. 7 o'clock tonight, 7 p.m. Central. We're doing a ColecoVision stream. PJ Smith is going to be on there playing with me. Some other people probably stop by. We'll see how it goes. That's up to, it's up to my friends. If you want to come and hang out in the chat, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Super duper retro time, ColecoVision time. I don't know how often I will do stuff like that, but we'll see how it goes tonight. We'll see hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. Prime One, I was like taking pain meds, but the feeling gets more intense while exercising. I was in gym 3 hours a day with 3 different memberships. Holy crap. Yeah, 3 hours in the gym a day is pretty good, man. That's a lot. My body would actually I would die if I tried to do 3 hours in the gym every day. I would just maybe like every couple of days or 3 days a week I could do that, maybe 2 days a week, maybe. I don't know. I've never been super athletic, but every day, dude, my body would just say, you know what? Nah. And that'd be it. Nah, we're good. Wow, he says, I'll be sleeping as it will be 1 a.m. here. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Maybe you can watch on replay. I don't know. Drunky Cheese, I will stream snipe you. Pretend I'm talking to you. That'll work. That'll work. We're going to do our own thing soon, Evil. We're going to figure that out. We're going to do something fun. So, very soon. All right. So, I didn't do a whole lot here today. I just wanted to kind of touch base on what was going on with this Wiiu stuff because it had been problematic, and I had made some mistakes along the way, but it seems like it's working pretty good. So there'll be more of that. There'll be more of other things too. ColecoVision stream tonight, maybe other things. We'll see how it goes. So replay for the win. Yes. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me yak. I just want to, let me end by saying this. Okay. Since we already talked about some personal stuff, I'll include that in this stream just to get it all out of the way here. I don't have anything against anybody. I really don't. Even the people that have spent months and months and months, or maybe years, trying to come after me in whatever way they have decided is appropriate for them. I don't go after other people. I don't talk crap about other people. I don't call them out and say terrible things about them. I don't do that. And the reason I don't do that is because I don't think that we should be doing that, because it's ridiculous. I think it's crazy. We make ourselves miserable by indulging in the misery of other people, right? That's just my take, not a judgment on anybody. That's just how I live my life. So I don't have any problems with anybody. And if there is anybody out there that with lingering problems with me, whether that be people from years and years and years ago, or people from more recent times that have decided that they just don't like me, that they have some kind of problem with me. Look, guys, you're entitled to your thoughts. You're entitled to do what you want to do and say what you want to say on your own platforms and on your own channels. If you're going to be like that and we're just not going to be able to talk and get along, fine. But don't come around here. Don't bother me. Do your thing. Talk about me all you want. Make voodoo dolls about me or whatever you want to do. Do crazy. I don't like Size a Terrible Man and here's 1,000 reasons why we're going to do 15 streams and we're going to talk about them and do all this stuff. Do whatever you want to do. It's fine. But I don't want you to come around here. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing it and dealing with it. And if you see people do that, don't tell me about it. I don't need to know what they're doing. It's not relevant to my life. Those people are not going to affect me or cause me to do anything different than what I already do, other than make statements like this once in a blue moon. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'll leave it at that. To each their own, his or her. Go do your thing. Have fun. Enjoy your time on the internet. Live the life you think you're supposed to live. But please stay away from me. I don't want to deal with you. I'm tired of it. I gave people all the chances I could. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Just do your nonsense wherever you do it. Okay. Have fun. Knock yourself out. You're amazing. You're a genius. Awesome. Good for you. And I'm going to keep here and do my stupid little game streams and have fun with my friends. Okay. And that's not an attack on you. I'm not attacking you by trying to have fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you feel that that's the case. I'm just doing my thing. So anyway, I'll shut up. That's all I got to say. You guys have a great day. 7:00 tonight, Central Time. We'll do ColecoVision stuff. We'll have fun with my friends. And, I have nothing else to say about that. Mike Wolf, yes, by telling Cyrus about it, you're advertising for the trolls. Yeah, I don't need to hear about it. I really don't. It doesn't affect me. Why? What am I going to do about it? Okay, I said I was done. One last thing I'll say. Here's the thing. Here's why I don't talk to those people or about those people. And also why I don't defend myself from wacky stuff that people say about me. Why? For what purpose? For what reason? Am I going to change their mind? No, that's not going to happen. Am I going to correct them in some way? That will never happen either. Am I going to provide better information to them and then they'll be forced to recognize that they've said terrible lies and horrible crap? That will never happen either. The only thing I would do is provide content for them to use against me and troll me further and make me into whatever it is they're doing, right? Like it's always happened over the years. It's just the way it happens. This has happened since, like I said, 12 years ago or whatever, whenever all this nonsense started with other people. It took me a long time to learn, that I have to just mind my own business, do my thing, have fun with my friends. And when other people decide to try to like suck me into some weird shit, to just be like, dude, no. I think whatever you want. Go have your thoughts and opinions. Have your enemies. Have your battles. Have your wars. Have your, be this pariah or this martyr for this thing that you're standing up for. Whatever. Do whatever you do. Go be you, right? You can hate me and say I'm a terrible person because I'm not like jumping on board with whatever it is you were trying to tell me to do. But I'm not going to. I'm going to mind my business, and the fact that I'm even mentioning it like this at all is ridiculous. But this is, like I said, since we'd already been talking about stuff, let's package it all up into one moment. This will be good content for other people to use how they decide, and that'll tell you who they are as well, depending on how they react to something like this. But I have nothing against them. I don't even care if you just constantly talk shit about me. I still don't have anything against you. I'm not going to. You're not going to make me hate you. It's not going to happen. We choose how we view other people because that tells us how we view ourselves, right? And I'm an idiot. I'm not smart, and I can figure this out. So preaching to people, sorry, but I just will say, maybe I don't want to preach to people, but that's how it's coming across. I'm minding my business. I'm doing my thing. Leave me out of your drama. Leave me out of your nonsense. My friends know this. I'm not talking to my friends. They know that I don't want to be in that. I'm not going to go into that. Okay. Whatever problem you have with someone else or whoever it is or whatever's going on, if there's some issue you think that you've got to get me to do something about, don't. I'm not going to. Okay? Whether it's politics, whether it's personal stuff, whatever that is, I'm not here for that. And if you just have to have me do that, if that's just an obsession you have to try to push me into something, then that's your problem. That's your problem. And I don't know why it's your problem. You could be doing so much better stuff. And honestly, who the hell am I? Why? What difference does it make what I think or do, right? I'm just some dumbass, as we've established earlier, who likes video games and hangs out with his friends. I don't talk shit about people. I don't. I have been pushed to react to stuff in the past and made stupid statements and put my foot in my mouth and caused myself years of untold grief. Sure, that's happened. Is that the goal? To try to recreate that? To get me to say something stupid so then you can, oh, look what we did. Is that what it is? Like you're pushing me to try to get me to like overreact to something and then act like, oh, I don't know why he's overreacting. Like, is that what it is? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Anyway, I think I'm done. I'm not done with the channel. I'm not done playing video games. I'm not done hanging out with friends. For the moment, I'm done with the stream. I'm done with nonsense. Okay? You can think whatever you want to think about me. You can come up with whatever theory fits your like tangled web of ideas about me. You can describe me any way you want. It's your platforms, like your channels and your, accounts and whatever it is you're doing this on. You can do whatever you want, but don't come to me with this. Do your thing. I can be your bad guy. I can be your supervillain. I can be your cause of your personal misery. Sure. In your thoughts and your ideas and in your place, wherever you post stuff, I can be that for you. That's fine. You can do that with me. Use me however you think is appropriate. But just don't come around here because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people pushing me and trying to get me to do stuff. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. You don't have a right to do that. I don't do that to you. There's people that have made literally dozens, maybe it might even get to triple digits on some videos that certain individuals have made and talked shit about me. I know that. I'm aware of that. You know how many videos and streams and shit I do about those people? I don't do any. I don't do none. Zero. I don't go on other people's streams and talk shit like that either about those people. Why? Why would I not do that? Is it because they're just, I suck and they're the winners and I'm the loser? Is that why? Or is it because it doesn't make any sense to do that? It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's asinine. It's like little children stuff. It's little babies, little kids, kindergartners. That's stuff you see in like junior high, at the highest level, junior high. If it's still happening past junior high, you have a mental health problem. I mean, that's the truth. And I'm not saying you have a mental health problem. Calm down. I'm saying that behavior is bizarre. I don't participate in it. And this is as close as I'm getting to doing that. So, all right. I don't have nothing else I could possibly add even more than, even now. Like, I thought I didn't have anything else to say, but now I really know I don't have nothing else to say about any of that. I wish you well. If you're somebody who has chosen in your life to view me as your victimizer, or views me as some supervillain, or views me as some like stuck up a-hole that needs to be taken down a peg because you think I'm arrogant or something about me, that you think you're entitled to just come after me, then I'm sorry. Okay. Whatever I did once upon a time, whenever it was that you felt attacked you and made you feel bad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish it never happened. I wish whatever it is that you justify in your brain to use me as your punching bag, I wish that event did not occur. And I have nothing against you. And legitimately, if I legitimately did do something against you, I'm absolutely sorry for that. But you're not going to come around here and push me and prod me and try to manipulate and try to connive and use some fake accounts and fake names and weird stuff. And I'm just not going to do it. We're not going to do that. That's the fact that you would even want to do that. Why are you doing that? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to spend your time doing that? Of all the beautiful, wonderful things you could do, the massive amount of entertainment you could have on the internet, hanging out, doing fun stuff, doing cool stuff, building something with a community, being creative, of all the things you could be doing, you can do so much better than caring about me. I'm nobody. Why? Why would you care about me? So, all right. And so Cyrus's rant, his drunken rant, whatever it's going to be labeled, I don't know how they're going to label this, his unhinged drunken rant, yeah, that's probably what it'll be, is over. Even though I haven't drank, but you can think the rest about me is true, but I have not drank today. I haven't drank in a while. I haven't drank since that night. But whatever. What difference does the truth make? It's never made a difference. Only what's funny. Only what's entertaining. The sober rant, yes. All right. I'm going to shut up. I've said more than I needed to, more than I wanted to, but maybe not more than I had to. I don't know. Will it be received by the people that I hope could understand what I'm trying to say? No, it won't be. I know that. They're not going to hear anything I have to say and accept it with any kind of sincerity. When we're talking about people that that's not what they're interested in. I know what they're interested in, which is just using people for their entertainment. So here you go. But this is the last time that's going to happen for me. And I guarantee that. If you come around here, I will ban you. I will block you. I will stop you from messing with me. But feel free, unload on me from your end of the woods. Do whatever you feel like you think is the best thing for you. Whatever gets your, makes you feel like you've accomplished whatever it is you're trying to do. Enjoy using me for whatever that is. But I'm done. We're not playing this game anymore over here. So I'm sorry if I'm ignoring the chat. I just needed to get some stuff off my chest there, guys. So, all right, guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. My friends, I'm sorry for annoying you with this rant that I had to do. I didn't have to do, that I did. We'll just say that I did. I'm sorry for that. We'll keep it with the video games, especially tonight, 7:00 p.m. Central Time. We're going to play ColecoVision. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. None of this stuff will come up. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. and we'll just have a good time going forward. And like I said, last thing I'll say on it, anybody that thinks I did something terrible to him in the past, I apologize. Please leave me alone. I don't go looking for you. I'm not talking about you. Please leave me alone. And we'll leave it at that. So I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.